In the early 3rd century BCE, the world of Alexander the Great was a fractured memory. His generals and their descendants ruled over warring kingdoms from Macedon to Egypt. Mainland Greece was a volatile mosaic of city-states and leagues, endlessly quarreling. But to the west, on the Italian peninsula, something new had consolidated its power. A republic, hardened by centuries of local warfare, was looking across the sea. The stage was set for a 250-year collision between the rising power of Rome and the fading glory of Greece. The first clash came in 280 BCE. The Greek city of Tarentum in southern Italy, fearing Roman expansion, called for help. They got it in the form of King Pyrrhus of Epirus, a cousin of Alexander and one of the most brilliant generals of the age. He landed in Italy and unleashed his war elephants, a terrifying new weapon that panicked the Roman legions. At the Battle of Heraclea and again at Asculum, Pyrrhus won, but his army was shattered. After the second battle, he famously remarked, "One more such victory and we are undone." He had given us a new phrase, a Pyrrhic victory, and a lesson in Roman resilience. While Pyrrhus lost men he couldn't replace, Rome simply raised new legions. By 275 BCE, Pyrrhus was driven from Italy, and Rome had proven it could absorb a punch from a Hellenistic heavyweight and win the fight. Rome's attention then turned to the main event, Macedon, the heartland of Alexander's empire. When King Philip V of Macedon allied with Rome's great nemesis, Hannibal, he sealed his kingdom's fate. Over a series of 4 Macedonian wars, Rome systematically dismantled its power. The decisive moment came at the Battle of Cynocephalae in 197 BCE. On uneven ground, the rigid Macedonian phalanx, a spear-bristling wall of men, proved fatally inflexible against the adaptable Roman legions. The Romans broke through the gaps in the formation and attacked the phalanx from the sides and rear. It was a slaughter. After the victory, the Roman general Flamininus declared the freedom of the Greeks at the Isthmian Games. The crowd roared with joy, but it was a brilliant piece of political theater. This freedom meant subservience to Rome's interests. When Philip's son, Perseus, tried to restore Macedonian power, the Romans returned. At the Battle of Pydna in 168 BCE, they crushed the last royal Macedonian army, ending the dynasty for good. For the next 2 decades, Rome micromanaged Greek affairs, but Greek resentment simmered, eventually boiling over in the Achaean League. In 146 BCE, Rome's patience finally ran out. The Achaean War was short and brutal. A Roman army under Lucius Mummius met the Greek forces near the ancient city of Corinth. The Greeks were utterly defeated. As a final horrifying message to anyone who would dare defy them, Mummius sacked Corinth, one of the wealthiest cities in the world. He killed the men, sold the women and children into slavery, and burned the city to the ground. The age of Greek political independence was over. The final act played out over the next century as the last remnants of the Hellenistic world were absorbed. Greek cities were caught in Rome's wars against King Mithridates of Pontus. Athens itself was besieged and sacked by the Roman general Sulla. Finally, in 31 BCE, a Roman civil war decided the fate of the last great Hellenistic kingdom. Off the western coast of Greece, at the Battle of Actium, the fleet of Octavian smashed the forces of Mark Antony and his ally, Queen Cleopatra of Egypt. Their defeat marked the end of the line. Egypt was annexed, and the Hellenistic age officially closed. Rome had won. Its legions had conquered every Greek army. Its politicians had outmaneuvered every king. Yet a strange transformation occurred. As the Roman poet Horace later wrote, "Captive Greece took captive her savage conqueror." Rome conquered Greece with the sword, but Greek culture, its art, philosophy, and literature, conquered the Roman mind. The military victors became the cultural students, creating a Greco-Roman world that would shape Western civilization for millennia to come.